Well, as I mentioned in the first video on Ruth, this is one of my favourite books, but I actually get into this third video on Ruth, and I've called it Develop a Generous Spirit, and we're going to look at Boaz, who became Ruth's husband. And I love this part of this book. You know, I love them all, but I love this even more. And Boaz really gives us a great example for us as business leaders, as church leaders, as any leaders. And number one is a relationship with our workers. When you look at the chapter 2 verse 4, Boaz turns up at his plantation and he greets the workers and he's inquiring about them and they greet him back. You can tell there is a great relationship, that he's looking after them, they respect him, they're interested in him and he's interested in them. Can your people that work with you or for you, can they actually say that about you, that you're interested in them? It's not just about an end result. The second thing, which is even, well, that's great anyway, but the second thing that's I think is terrific, he's a generous giver. And you look at Ruth chapter 2 verse 15, and you see the nation, God had set in place that farmers or people in business or whatever were never to glean to the edges. In other words, you didn't pick all the crop. You always left some on the edges for the poor and the needy. And that's where Ruth had gone to collect on the fringes. And Boaz saw her there and asked who she was. And he said to the workers, don't collect all the grain, even on the inside. Leave more for her. What he was doing is leaving blessings on purpose. Are we leaving blessings on purpose every day in our life? It might be words, it may be money, it may be time. And, you know, are we so stretched in our loans, our debts, our finances, that we have no capacity to give it all? I know one pastor in America always has $100 note in his pocket, and he's always waiting for God to lead him somewhere to someone that he can just give them that $100 without any payback, it's just a blessing on purpose. And he finds there's always someone he will come across with that type of word. So we shouldn't be stretched, not just with our money, with debt, but with our words, you know, that we're so tense and tied up, we don't want to praise or encourage people. And with our time, we can be so driven by the diary that we have no time to give, to listen to someone, to encourage someone, to build, to mentor someone, whatever it is. Learn to leave blessings on purpose. You know, in your church, in your day-to-day life, in your family, in your business, even if you own business, even if you run a business for someone, or even if you work with other people, leave a blessing on purpose.